Hey, you guys, welcome back for another review of Love is Blind. Child. Can you see me? I see you. Okay. So,
Me
yeah.
personally, I don't think love is blind. You got to see somebody to fall in love with
Well,
them.
one
I'm just
couple,
that's just
one
my
couple, some
that's my
couples do it. They make it. So,
that's my opinion.
y'all, this was an emotional episode, but
Was it
y'all,
though?
let's go ahead and get into it because
Was it
there's a
though?
lot to discuss.
Was it though? I'm asking you a legitimate question. You
Chad,
can't
you know the
ignore me.
video done stopped, Chad. Let's move on.
Stop.
No, I'm saying I'm editing that part out. So, yes, can we continue?
I'm lost.
I know.
We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the KoEd family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun and just for you. Go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first. Hey, welcome back to another video of Kourtney Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. This is my lovely wife right here.
Kourtney, also known as Coco.
Yeah. Irritates me. Anyway, this right here is Kourtney Eddie. This channel's all about relationship, reviews, entertainment. It's all about famous rants and jokes. And tonight, we're going to be talking about the last episode of Love is Blind before the reunion.
So if you're brand new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure that if you are part of the KoEd fam, that you have your notification bells on, that you have already liked this video, and you're going to leave us a comment, because y'all know we reply to the comments, chat. Whether we hit a like or whether we say something back. That be us. We ain't hide nobody. That be us. You know what I'm saying? So we still can handle the comments for now. But can y'all please get us to a place where we can't handle it no more? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So, meet me at the altar. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. You ain't got no words, something dun dun dun. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, you're right.
So it started out. Don't nobody be saying no. You be going, y'all know that. Y'all remember that song? No, child, please.
You do.
So it started out with Jimmy asking Chelsea, well, what we looking like? You know what I'm saying? How you feel? What we doing? Because we just came off this whirlwind and Chelsea just smiling and Jimmy just like, I love you.
Talking about setting someone up. Talking about setting somebody up for the okie doke. That was the ultimate, whatever you want to call it. Decent ultimate, whatever you want to call it. Prick move. That was a prick move in my opinion. He got her all bubbly and happy. Ooh. But I gotta tell you something. And he busts her bubble. He busts that bubble so much. You know, popping it, pop. He busting bubbles all over the place.
Stop, get your hands off me. So,
Dang, golly.
You want to use me? Ooh, dude, popping it, pop.
Oh,
right.
You got the long bony fingers though, man.
Anyway, so Chelsea said that she can still life with him, you know. So I think she even said something about some babies and stuff like that.
Some babies?
No,
she ain't saying about no babies.
So yeah, she can still life with him and all that stuff, whatever. Because what he said, I love you so much, So, but he said, I love you so much, but what? I ain't going to the altar with you, girl. Ain't finna do it. Did he go looking for a dress? I mean, oh God, excuse me.
I hope not. That would be the big
wrong show.
That's all I gotta say before you interrupt me.
I wasn't finishing my point.
You asked me a question. I was trying to answer your question.
No, I said wrong show because I.
No, you said was it? No, it was that. No, I was gonna answer your question.
It wasn't a question.
It wasn't a question.
I said what I said. Then he go looking for a dress.
I said if he was, that'd be the wrong. That's the reason why he said no, because she ain't his type.
But
if he trying to shop for a dress.
I'm in a suit.
But I think they shop for a suit, and like some song for the wedding they supposed to walk down the aisle with, and he allowed all that to happen. Brought her on this lunch date or whatever, and for what? Dropped the you know what on her. Boom. I felt the heat wave from the television set. I was like, ooh, he burnt her, man. He burnt her bad.
So yeah, he said because of the arguments and because you embarrassed my friend. Who
You
the
believe
heck you
that?
think you is that you gonna sit there and embarrass my friend? I told you we slept together
You believe
one
that?
time. It wasn't for you to
You believe
tell it.
that? You believe that?
Heck no, he was never attracted to her. I don't
Me,
care. I don't
Cat.
care how much he said, I love you, I love you, I love you, and kisses and kisses. No.
Okay. Me personally, not all jokes aside, in my opinion, I agree with you. I don't think he was attracted to her from day one, but I think he was trying to make it do. I think he was trying to make it work.
Yep.
He was trying to go through the motions
The
to make it work.
motions.
But when he saw Jessica picture, oh man, that was a final nail in the coffin. Man, he had to find a way out, and he sat down and talked to Jessica too. And he felt like Jessica still had some feelings for him. Oh man, he said, man, I gotta get out of this marriage. Yeah, man. I'll just feel this relationship, man. That's my personal opinion on that. I think he was trying to find a lame excuse to get out so he can try to go and be with Jessica. Yeah, he does double chin.
So anyway, so she gets so emotional. Oh, anyway, because you were just talking about some double chin child. Anyway, I said more clearly. Anyway, next subject, next case. Let's move on. Okay.
I'll do that. Clay did AD.
Anyway, so anyway, so she couldn't believe it. She couldn't believe it because she just like, oh my gosh, wait a minute. You set me up to sit there up and talk, and then they go back and forth. And of course you can tell that was straight BS when he tells him because of my friend, because you embarrassed, because of the arguments, blah, 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 because they had got over there. And I'm sure they had some of that cringy sex that he say, and all that stuff, whatever. So they got over that. And she was saying, you talking about me? Look at the stuff you do. You talking about it was cringing. You talking about the sex,
clinging.
Oh.
Dang, you worse than hell calling the girl cringing. He said she was clinging and the sex was clinging.
Yeah, my bad, cringing.
That's
same
different.
seat. You go cringe and cling. Anyway, so he said all that stuff or whatever. So she was devastated.
Yeah,
But I knew I don't like the way he did it, but I'm glad he was honest and didn't go through it.
Well, yeah, I get that, but don't set the woman
honest because he wasn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Don't set the woman up like that. If you're gonna tell her no from the get go. Don't allow her to express her feelings and tell you, yeah, I'm gonna say yes on decision day when you know dang gone well you was gonna say no, and after she said out there, you said, well, by the way, nah, dog, it ain't gonna happen. We ain't gonna walk down the aisle. Come on, man. Come on, Jimmy. You ain't gotta do it like that. And she got up. I said, what's her name? Chelsea. Yeah, she need to wear a belt, man. He saw she got up. She put her pants up. I said, what belt that? God,
first of all, don't nobody wear no belts like that.
Well, she got a little something because she had to pull her pants up. She got up.
What's the way the women's pants are cut now? Sometimes
it has belt loops in the pants for a reason.
Yeah, oh man, because you the only one that wear a belt. I ain't got no. When you find clothes pants that fit you better, then
here's the reason why
you don't have no.
If you got a big booty, you don't need a belt. But if you got a flat booty or no booty, you need a belt.
Yeah, you do.
Okay,
you got little couplets. You got little couplets. Just enough to cup.
You sure got a lot of belts in your closet. So that should tell you something.
What that mean?
Yeah, you got a lot of belts in your closet.
I don't have belts in my closet.
You do. I can pull them out right now. This little what belt? Okay, you put this out. Okay, all right. You got so many belts in there, but each day of the week. I don't
understand.
You hear what I just said? You don't need a belt if you have a big booty, because your booty will hold your pants up. But if you don't have a big booty,
well, that's a compliment. I appreciate it because I don't want to have no big booty.
I'm not saying your booty is big or small. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You got couplets.
And yours like a little above the couplets.
Hey, it works for me too.
Hey, I like it. So
So in the next scene, you got AD and Amy going to a bachelorette party, and then Clay and Johnny going to the bachelor party. Wasn't much to discuss, just them partying and drinking anyway. So let's move on to what AD was getting at the Bentley. Oh, the Rose. Which one was it?
Rose.
Yeah.
You see the two RRs on there.
I ain't even pay that no attention. I just know it was nice. It was nice. I said, okay, I see y'all.
You know you can rent those, right?
That's probably what they did with that red interior. Real pretty. Real pretty. So anyway, so she getting ready for the wedding, for her wedding and everything. And so, AD mom comes in and said, listen, girl, I done talked to your future mother-in-law. She's so nice. We had a good conversation.
You won't be talking to her no. That was a one-time thing.
She said, I pray that you'll have a mother-in-law like that. Like that's a perfect fit for you. Like perfect. AD said, ain't she good? Ain't she nice? I was like, woo, I'm so glad.
See, that's what happened. Y'all put all that extra with it. See, you've been so extra with it. See, if you have been a little bit humble with it, and oh yeah, and it's let it flow. But no, y'all coming in all dramatic and extra with it. So when it fell in the face like it did, it's more satisfying for me. I was like, that felt good.
Clay daddy is coming in now. According to Clay, him and his daddy ain't have a really good relationship, and I don't know if he hadn't really talked to his dad recently.
I don't know, but that's the dad. Clay was always talking about being a player. That was him.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's like
you got another daddy.
I said, okay, that's the guy, huh? Okay, I can kind of see the old school still getting out there.
So he was just kind of encouraging his son and everything or whatever, and just kind of giving him some what is little African proverbs, just stuff like that. I
saw him wear his fraternity pin on his jacket.
Yeah,
you notice that?
Yeah. Clay said that that this basically is the most that his daddy has really, I guess, poured into him his whole life. I was like, gee, and I guess he had to wait till the cameras come on, honey. But anyway, so Clay is walking down the aisle with his mother, and
Rita.
That's her name.
Rita, yeah.
We is a fan of Miss Rita over here, Jack.
Yeah. She could get her own show.
Yeah, Miss Rita is, yeah.
Yeah, I watch it with the daddy too, man, because they had some. Now that part between the mom and dad.
Oh yeah. Miss
That's
Rita.
on Drita. That's on Drita. That's on drama.
Yeah. Now Miss Rita seemed like that she got some good old wisdom in her.
Oh, she seemed real classic too.
Yeah. So AD is walking down the aisle now. Y'all, I just didn't feel that AD was she didn't look like a bride. And it's just, I don't know if it was the dress. She just looked like she was gonna go out somewhere kind of elegant.
I thought I was the only one to notice that. I said, that dress just don't fit right for the environment, man.
I don't.
The split came way up here, man. Because if she walked a certain way, you've seen all her little business down there.
But I don't even know if it was the dress. I feel like it was the hair, the makeup. It just didn't seem real bridal-ish. You know what I'm saying? She just didn't seem like a bride. I don't know what was missing or what, but that's just my opinion. Not saying that she didn't look pretty. No, I think she's a pretty girl. It just didn't look bridal.
Well, she did look nice. You know what I'm saying? But it was just something about that dress for me. Like, okay, it's a little too much.
Yeah.
A little too much for me.
So, they get up there, they kiki, stuff. He be like, ooh, girl, you look good, all that stuff. So, they had those interactions and stuff and everything, she's smiling from ear to ear. She walked down the aisle by herself, she didn't get her mama. I think her daddy was there too, but she didn't get none of her folks to walk her down the aisle.
She walked down the aisle by herself to the altar. She walked away from the altar by herself.
You just cannot. For the people that didn't watch, I tried to set it up.
Oh, okay. My bad, y'all. Hey, this is what you did to me last time.
So anyway, as they saying they whatever. And what it was, I think the man said something. What is the people what they call it? When you marry somebody, what they call it?
Preacher.
They call it
pastor?
No.
Rabbi?
No, rabbi. Officiate the wedding, is it not? What they call, whatever they call the people that do the weddings and stuff like that. He had said something, and Clay was like, I don't know about that part. I forgot exactly what it was, but anyway. So she said all this stuff, and she was like, yeah, she'll marry him. Do you take this person? Yes. She said it like with the quickness. She got her family there. She got her girls there. She got everybody there. They cheering her on. She got the little cute little flower girls, all that stuff or whatever.
Flower girls. Go ahead.
Child, they got caught up. They ain't know what was going on. But what Clay said?
Clay said, you know what? It would be irresponsible of me to say I do, basically. I'm just paraphrasing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I can't give you 100% of me right now. It's not fair to you. So it's not responsible for me to say I do right now. He said, I love you, but I just can't marry you right now.
Baby.
Jamal.
Everybody was like, and then
the fly girl said, what? When the deuce happened?
She whispered up under her breath and she said, Clay, what the F? Like, you did all this. Like, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, and I get her embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? She already, coming down there, hips all out and everything. She thinks she finna float back home with her husband.
But that's part of the show. You just don't
It
know.
is.
It's part of the show.
It is. What?
That's part of the show. That's what you sign up for. You don't know until you get up there to the altar. A person can change their mind at the last minute. That's what happened.
That's what you looking at me for?
Because
I
had to finish the rest of my statement.
That little piece at the end, child.
That little piece. Yeah, that little
piece of lettuce or something. You act like you had a whole meal to say. And I was gonna say, but you can be like Jimmy and Chess. Well, you could be like Jimmy because Chess, she was bamboozled.
I understand what you're saying, but Clay did say he struggled with the decision till the last minute.
Child, he struggled while they was in this whole relationship.
Yeah, I agree with that, but that's AD's fault because Clay gave her all the red flags.
He did.
He kept saying, his dad's a cheater. He don't know how to be married. Once a guy keep telling you the same thing over and over again, that's your register in your head. Like, okay, this guy has some doubts about getting married.
Yep.
But she was so smitten by Clay.
She was smitten by the marriage.
Right. And she just kind of overlooked those red flags.
Yep.
And that's why I said I don't feel sorry for her.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, everybody knew it, girl. I don't even understand. This man told you time and time again, but he just went along. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know, and y'all may know if they make it to the altar, is there an extra, you know what I'm saying, an incentive?
If the same producers that did Married at First Sight does this show, I think you're right. I think they do.
Because, maybe Jimmy was like, I don't care. I ain't finna get no extra incentive. Right. I'm finna tell you now.
Right, so I can go ahead and find Jessica, man. Bunk this man.
I know that's right.
Bunk this $1,000. I gotta go find Jessica, her fine self.
I ain't finna go into all the antics of having folk walk down the aisle and nothing like that. Let's just cut it. And that's what I think AD would have preferred, that Clay do the same thing instead of us getting our head hyped up. I'm finna go marry my mom, done talk to your mom.
I really think Clay was trying to give her a way out. I think Clay was saying all this stuff so she can say, you know what, Clay? Yeah, you had doubt. Let's kind of hold off. You know what I'm saying? That's why he didn't want to come out and say, no, I want to get married. I think he was trying to spare her feelings. But I think he was expecting her, if she noticed all the red flags he was giving her, that she was going to say, like, you know what, Clay, since you're not sure about this, let's kind of hold off on getting married. But she didn't. Like you said, she was so smitten about the idea of being married, it cost her embarrassment.
It cost her embarrassment. But so yeah, when she's standing up there, he was like, "But we can still be together, whatever." Yeah. She was like, "Mama, come on, let's go."
And when he said that, I was okay. He did tell her that one time they was out on a date. He said, he asked her a question, if I say no, can we continue to date after the decision date? And she said, well, if you're going to say no, you remember this?
Yeah.
When, if you say no at the altar, we can't be friends.
Right.
But I guess he was trying to see, can he sway her to change her mind about that?
Right. And she just like, let go. So, she had her whole clan with her, honey. She was in the front, mom in the back, all of them.
They all walked down the aisle. Even though she getting there, the fly girl still throwing flowers.
No, it wasn't.
I know. If all the fly girls, what you do? Well, I got to throw these flowers out.
I'll be like picking them back up.
No, throw them out there while she.
So, but Clay mom did hug AD, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She just say, I'm sorry, you know. So yeah, they get back and Clay and AD was like, she was mortified, honey, all of it.
She was hurt, but I think, like you said earlier, she was more embarrassed than anything. In my
Yeah,
opinion.
yeah. So, you know, Clay was, I think that he was a little bit taken back as well on probably how he did it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
He
yeah.
was like a little embarrassed as well.
He was, but I think, to me personally, I think he did the right thing.
Oh yeah.
And I know it's kind of embarrassing right now, but I'd rather be embarrassed for the moment, at that moment, than saying yeah and I do when you're not sure about it, then costing you stress and costing your peace down the road.
Right.
And he did the right thing. And what would surprise me about the reason why he said no, he said he didn't know her finances. You know, I said, you don't know her finances?
He ain't say just because.
I know, I'm not. That's one part of it.
As an example, yeah, he said he's not deeply in love.
Yeah, I know he said that part. I'm just saying the part that surprised me.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying, was
they
the finance part.
About that.
And I said, wow, okay. I said, yeah, I knew he wasn't deep in love with the woman, but like I said, the finance part.
Yeah, that's what you talk about. In the beginning stages, you know what I'm saying? Especially if y'all gonna try to build a life together. I'm surprised AD didn't go.
She don't care. She didn't care.
And sit up there, you marry a man, and you don't know his that man could be bluffing you and telling you all this stuff or whatever. Don't do the Tisa Risa. Anyway, go ahead.
But I think the telltale sign was when he was spending the night at his house because he was working. He made the statement, when we got back, you didn't have to work. I did. I think then that's when he was starting to pay attention to finances, in my opinion.
Why?
Because, like you said, I'm out there working right now. When we got back from the honeymoon, you just went home. So, okay, and
she was on vacation.
I know, but you criticizing me because I didn't come back to the apartment when I'm trying to go out there and hustle. Because I think his mom said something about him working like that.
Yeah,
he's an entrepreneur, and that's what he's going to do. So you got to have to live with that.
Yeah.
And I don't think they was on the same page when it came to that.
Yeah,
he said, "Try. I'm not finna marry you. Get my finance all twangled up, honey. And I got to pay you this and give you this." Mm-hmm. So anyway, Clay is he decided to go back in there and talk to AD. You know what I'm saying? Because he asked his dad, "Should I go in there and talk to?" He was like, "Yeah."
Oh, you got the most important part. Where AD was talking to her mom, her friends, and they said, "Girl, you don't need him. You still want him." And AD was crying. The her girlfriends were cussing, "F him, something like that. Poor flower girl, they put the camera on the flower girl. Flower girl look at her. I ain't never getting back.
Yeah, they was. I mean, I guess they was doing what girls gonna do. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hype the girl up, try to tell her, everything. I think her mama tried to hug because she was like, "Move." You know what I'm saying?
For the flower girls that had to see all that.
Yeah. So yeah, Clay decided to go back in there to talk to AD. While that was going on, the mom was talking to the dad, and basically she was saying,
the show.
Basically, she was saying, the reason that he in there struggling is because of you.
Yeah, basically.
And you need to apologize. Because he shared some stuff with me that I didn't even know recently about some stuff that, that happened, alongside with you. And I'm hurt by it. She didn't go into detail to tell us, but of course
we knew about it. Yeah, we knew about it. But even though she was kind of chewing the dad out, she did it with class. She did it with class, and she was like, she has a regal aura about herself, man. And I like that about her. And, I'm not hating the dad. I think the dad handled it well too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, man, and you can tell they was divorcees how they was acting, interact with one another. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When they sat down, and they were separated, and when Clay was talking to his dad, Rita was like standoffish, you know what I'm saying? Because I can kind of tell. But she was hurt too, because she found out some new information about her ex-husband, that what he was creeping around doing.
And she handled it well on TV. She didn't embarrass the man, nor did she tell us, the viewers, exactly what it was. But and she was saying the fact that this, I'm gonna say it like this, but she didn't say it like that. The fact that this child will come on Love Is Blind to try to find a partner to get married to somebody, like this way, shows that he wants to be married. He wants to be in a relationship. He wants to be in some committed, but he's too afraid of what he saw, and that scares him.
He kept bringing it up throughout the whole season.
Oh yeah.
He kept bringing it up.
His dad said, well, I ain't had no good role models growing up. So, I couldn't learn from nothing because I ain't had nothing to model myself after. And so, he was saying that, I think she was saying that the cycle got to stop. Like, it got to stop somewhere. So the dad said, well, he need to find somebody like you.
And what she said was it was like the chef kiss. How she kind of replied back to that. But go ahead.
She said, you met somebody like me, but you wasn't good to me.
Right.
I was like,
and dad, he was shook, man, because he wanted to say something back, but he couldn't reply back. He couldn't retort that statement. He said they're shook, and all he can do is shake his head and say, yeah.
He cried.
Yeah.
She cried too, and
Yeah.
she walked off.
Yeah. Man,
that seemed like one of them Color Purple movies or something.
Yeah.
Mister and what name Seeley.
But that right there shows you how a good woman can just kind of be, how can I say it, tarnished. You know what I'm saying? Because from the outside, it seemed like she was a good mom. Because even Clay said after his dad did what he did, she stuck around. Became, most moms gonna do that, and she stayed with him for a while, for 23 years. Even though he was doing that, she still stayed with the man. But she didn't find out about the other stuff till after the divorce. But yeah, I'm glad. Some women would be nasty and angry and just not be ladylike after they found out some information like that. But she handled it with class, like a lady, and she said, "Hey, this is your fault," and which a lot of people don't understand or don't believe, especially a young man. If a young man has a good role model in his life, majority of the time he's gonna turn out okay. Okay, I know my dad. I looked up to my dad. He came in my life when I was 2 years old, and he showed me how to be a man and how to be a husband. And I just think if I had no role model, I don't know how I would have turned out. You know what I'm saying? So a young boy looking at a man especially the man as a good role model, it helps that young boy out a lot, in my opinion. And I think Clay saw that, and his dad left him with a bad impression, and that's why I think he was so hesitant of getting married. He kept saying that, and when guys continue to say the same thing over and over again, that's right there. He said he needs therapy, and I hope he does go get therapy for that. But that should have been the red flag for AD. So, baby, you need to go get some therapy because you continue to say the same thing over and over again. Like, you don't know if you can be committed.
Right.
So, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be long-winded.
That's okay.
I'll tell you the answer.
So, who?
You would answer to get back in there. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't. I was just trying to make sure I can, but see, I don't know when you're gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't know your periods. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
And the reason why my periods don't, instead of having periods, I have comma, because if I put a period in there for too long, somebody gonna interject and I can't get back in. So I gotta use commas instead of periods.
So anyway, at that moment, the dad was shook, like you said, and all she could do was walk away and stuff like that. But I'm so glad that both of them handled like some good, mature adults, man. And that was so refreshing to see, because I'm sure if somebody was watching this and maybe in that same situation, they can receive it better because it was handled with so much grace on both parts. Yeah, on both parts. The dad did not get upset and be like, clap back. Right. You know what I'm saying? You He didn't do anything.
It was no trash television there.
Yeah, I believe he respects her.
Yeah, he does, man. He does, because heck, I respect her. I don't even know the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see. So going back to where AD and Clay was talking, Clay said, listen, I just want to tell you, I didn't reject you. Although for her, she said, it feels like rejection. He said, I just wasn't ready. And I didn't want to I didn't want to get married to you, and I wasn't ready. Right. And I'm telling you, ladies, like you said, I have been young and dumb. I have, honey. And getting married young, and that did not work out for me. I would say, please, when a man is telling you he not ready or he taking his time in marriage and all that stuff, please don't rush him to get married. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush him, because maybe just move on with your life if that's not what he want, because you're going to end up in a bad marriage. It really and truly is not going to work out for you.
Yes, your period. Okay.
That's my period.
All right.
It really and truly was a comma. But
Okay, because you thought you about to read off that again.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go back to what AD told Amy. She asked Amy, has her and Jonathan been intimate?
Right.
Okay. And Amy said, no, they was going to wait. And, in AD's confession, she said, I'm going to test drive that car if I get married. I want to make sure that car's all right. I'm going to test drive that car. So basically, Clay took the car off the lot, test drove it, and when brought the car back, and when they said, you ready to sign the papers? Nah, I ain't going to sign no long papers. I want to wait for a while. I hit you back in 2 weeks, man, and let you know what I decided to do. So he test drove the car while buying the car, basically. And, and some women, because you give them good sex, you can't, like you said, you can't make a man marry you, man, because you trying to do everything a wife supposed to do before you get married. If you're going to get the cake and ice cream before he signed the paper, why sign the papers? That's all I'm saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I go ahead. You love to tell me, go ahead.
Right. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'll allow you to speak when I get through. Go ahead. You can speak now.
Oh gosh, all of this will be edited, and y'all just gonna see them right here. They say, "Who she talking to?" Hey, them right there. So, anyway, so she was saying that when he said that I didn't reject you and all that stuff, whatever, he was like, I have really grown since I've been with you. I'm a better person and stuff. And so she said, I was the sacrifice for you. I was the sacrifice to help you get here, and now I'm left with nothing. Like. And let me say, let's be fair and honest. This is something she did. You never want to put yourself above nobody else. Put yourself first, but don't put yourself last, basically. You know what I'm saying? You want to put yourself first. Don't make somebody else more important than you are. So while you trying to build a man, all this stuff like that, because you was crying in your confession and saying this thing happened to you over and over. I'm so tired of building these men up to get nothing. Stop building. Stop building them. Stop adding to them. Stop doing any of that. You first make sure that man gonna be committed to you, and you get to the altar. Now, of course, you want to be in a relationship that's give and take. You know what I'm saying? So you want to give as long as you ain't giving more than he giving back to you. It got to be equal. So if you up here saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be a wife. Let me cook for him. Let me sex him. Let me do all this stuff or whatever." And the thing about now, this younger generation want to brag about how good women want to brag about how good they sex is. That don't keep no man, baby. It don't, because they get old. He can get that from anybody. So really and truly, it's about your self-worth and what you bring as far as value, but it got to be equal. It cannot be one-sided. And so it seems like AD, because she's so desperate to get married. Now, a lot of people, having these big, extravagant weddings, they be spending 10, 15, 20,000, look good on the photos, the videos, all that stuff. But that's all they got. And that one day is over. And now you have to focus on the marriage, because that wedding stuff short-lived.
Yeah, that's the old saying. A lot of people so concerned and focused on the wedding, they're not concerned and focused on the marriage. Like I said, a wedding is just one day, and after everybody goes home, now you got to deal with this for the rest of your life. So you got to make sure it works out. And I just, like I said, I think AD was trying to be a wife before the papers were signed. And she wasn't getting that back in return.
Right.
And like I said, you gotta blame her, because Clay was telling her, hey, I don't know. I love you, everything. We're gonna do it, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
So my thing is that if you're not 100% with getting married or with this person, don't get married. And if you 80%, still don't get married. You have to be in it 100%.
And you got to know that this person is your person,
Right.
as y'all say nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that this is the person that is for you, the one
And-
that God got for you,
Right.
you know? Because it's going to feel organic. It don't feel rushed. It don't feel pushed. It
Mhm.
don't feel struggle-ish. Ain't none of that. It's
Right.
just going to fall slap into place, and it's going to flow in
Natural.
a smooth way.
Right. And like KoEd said, he wasn't in love like that. So that's another reason, like you said, that's another reason why he made that decision.
Yep. So anyway, that's what happened with them. They were devastated, blah, 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 blah. But she can't blame nobody but herself because the man was telling you, I ain't ready. And you was like, oh, we can still do it. And so, yeah, you can't say that. Now, to me, both of them need therapy because why is it that she feels like that she going to take these men and try to build them up and try to make them to be the man that she wants them to be. And then he needs therapy on why he don't feel like he can be in a committed relationship, even work toward marriage because of the trauma that he's seen with his dad.
Right.
So therapy individually would be fantastic for both of them. And then they can live.
Yeah, but he did say he's going to get therapy. Clay did.
Yeah. So Amy and Johnny, y'all, it ain't much to talk about them because
I don't know.
they had a good 30 minutes. And
know.
the rest, the other one had an hour and 30 minutes.
I don't know because Amy, this one thing I can say about Amy and Johnny. They're a cute, good looking couple. Okay, that's all I gotta say about them. But Amy and her father and her dad, they have to me a great looking on the outside now, great looking father-daughter relationship. You know what I'm saying? Now that right there made me tear up because you can tell he's a hard man. You know what I'm saying? Man, when he started talking about his daughter, you see the joy in his eyes. You see, his eyes started to war, his voice starting to crack because that's his baby girl. And I think when a father loves his daughter like that, that speaks volume of that family, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean it ain't much to say. I meant that we know it's happy.
Yeah.
It ain't no drama, everybody loving each other,
yeah.
Stuff like that. But as far as, excuse me, even Amy's dad took like Johnny's sisters in. He was like, I got more daughters now, So that was a beautiful thing.
Mm-hmm.
They have Amy has an autistic brother, and so he even walked her down the aisle along with her dad, and I thought that right there, I'm saying, listen here, now over here we got hurt feelings and they crying because they devastated. Over here we got love and joy, and it's just a beautiful thing to see.
Over here you got the dark clouds and thunderbolts and lightning and frogs. Over here you got the rainbows and unicorns. It was just so opposite.
It was so opposite because I thought it was so beautiful that that her brother walked her down the aisle along with her father, and she was cheering them on both. It was just beautiful, and of course they get to the altar, and Johnny just like he's smitten with her, she's smitten with him, and yes, for them, love is definitely blind.
I agree, and
especially when he was not her normal type of person that she would have chose.
And this is one example of the show getting it right. They got it right with them too. They did. You know what I'm saying?
They really did. Yeah. And I mean, let's be fair. It's a bunch of couples that try out, it's a bunch that come on here, but maybe one at the whole, and they still married like last season. There's some ones that's still married. Season 4, I think they still married. So it does work, I think, when it's worked properly. But if you eager to get married or you come on here for the wrong reasons and stuff, I don't think it's gonna work.
They have a better record than Married at First Sight so far.
Heck yeah. It's funny how they release it both on the same night.
Decision day.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Too, yeah. So anyway, on that note, you guys, we're finna go and do our Married at First Sight review. This will be brief. But yeah, so we will see you guys on the next video. And we'll see you guys. And I'm sorry that our video's been late. My husband working this crazy schedule, and then I just started a new job. Yay for me. And so, I'm trying to get, back into a groove of things. So yeah, that's why it's been late, and I'm tired, he's tired.
Yeah, I got surgery tomorrow. I gotta get up early in the morning, go to surgery. I get a sinus surgery because I have sinus issues. Since I caught the flu back in
so they said since they known you. They probably said since they known you. So get up off that mic. Get up.
Is it that bad, y'all?
Yes,
Is it that bad?
it is.
Dang,
It
I ain't
is.
know I was that bad.
Yeah, ever since they known you.
Well,
So
guess
yes.
what? It's who I am. So
And
y'all
they
get used
probably
to it.
celebrating.
Yeah.
Y'all send them a love offering, child.
Yeah,
Cash App us at Kourtney Eddie. So yeah, send them some love offering, some child, because y'all saying, "Ooh, praise the Lord, he finna deal with these signs." I'm tired of him getting on here telling us, "I got clarity." All right, you guys. On that note, you can go ahead and go ahead and pay your tithes and off. I don't know what I was going to say. But anyway, on that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you.
I was put God first.
Deuces.
Hey!